Okay, so we're still on 8.2 AB. We are on page 4. We're going to go 13, 14, 15. We are going to go through, let's see. Let's go through number 13, and then I'll think about whether we want 14 or 15. All right, number 13, what is the quotient? So this one, we cannot use Desmos, all right? We could check it on the screen here when we get the answer, but we can't use Desmos, just type it in because it's asking us what is the same as the quotient, all right? So what we're going to need to do is we are going to need to factor the numerator and hope that it cancels out with the denominator, all right? So in our denominator here, we have 2x minus 3, and we need to factor the numerator. So think, how can we get 2x squared? Well, that's 2x times 1x, all right? Think, how can we get 21? That's 7 times 3, all right? And how can we get a negative? That's going to be plus and minus. Okay? Now when we check, remember we needed to add to positive 11. This is going to be 7x and negative 6x. And that's going to add to positive 1x. That's not 11x. All right? So this is not going to work. Need to try something else. All right, so what I'm going to try is I'm going to try, let's try switching the 7 and the 3. Okay, if I switch the 7 and the 3, then what are we going to have? This is going to be 3x, and this is negative 14x. That's going to give me negative 11x. Okay, that's very close. We want positive 11x and we got negative 11x. So the easy thing to do would just be to switch these signs here. All right, let's switch the signs. Let's put a minus and a plus. All right, and that's going to give us negative 3x and positive 14. And those two numbers add to positive 11. That's what we want. All right, so these are our two factors here. We have 2x minus 3 and 1x plus 7. All right, so remember that when we factor and there's something similar in the numerator and the denominator, we can cross out. All right, so we're going to cross out the 2x minus 3's because it's the same in the numerator and denominator. And what we're left with is we're left with 1x plus 7. And this is the answer that we should type into the box. This is the quotient. Okay? So again, like we said, that's going to be hard to check on Desmos here. So you're just going to have to remember that when it asks for the quotient, you need to factor the numerator and then see if you can find something to cross out with the denominator. Okay? All right. Let's see. 14 and 15. I'm going to briefly explain how you could do 14 and 15, then I'm going to let you try it on your own. Okay? Number 14 says, identify each expression with a sum of this. What you should do here is you should type in x squared plus 3x plus 1. Okay, I'm going to go back to my home screen. Here is, let me put it in red. Here is x squared plus 3x plus 1, this red curve here. Okay, it says identify each expression with a sum of this. So you should type in all 6 of these, and whichever one is exactly the same as this curve, that will be the answer. Okay. And notice the directions say click on the correct answer, so it could be more than one. Okay, so type in all these and see which ones you get. And 15, determine the perimeter of the triangle. Perimeter is a big word. Remember, perimeter means add all the sides. That's supposed to be an A. Add all sides. Okay, so we need to add all 3 of these sides. You can add all 3 of these sides and see which one of these answer choices would be the perimeter. All right, so why don't you take a few minutes to try number 14 and number 15.